everything you want, but you can't have. Number one regret, no takebacks. The hole in your chest, that's payback. Payback, yeah, you better take that. You could call me selfish and critical, I could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn ya. This might hurt, but that's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just That's just karma. Don't play the part, play the victim. Throw a pity party with your demons. Blaming everybody and you're screaming, screaming. But I'm the one bleeding. You're the one that's selfish and critical, you could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn you, this might hurt. That's just karma.
Take form, wind calls, waves follow. Heads up! Perish in flames. Who's the caged bird now? The moment at hand. This very moment. Make it fast. Feathers incinerate. Crosscut. Sever. Take form. Sever.
Make it fast.
Oh, bring it on! I am the Tempest!
One with the sounds. Leave it to me. Tempest one with the sound. Be reduced to cinders. Feathers take form. Who's the caged bird now?
Oh, bring it on!
Waves rise. Judgment strikes. Think fast.
Flame on!
Wind calls.
Wait.
Be reduced to cinders. Take form. Make it fast. Perish in flames. Guests of the Uncrossed, sever take form. Triumph through sacrifice.
Wind calls. Waves follow.
Wind howls.
Unfettered by bounds. The wicked will face judgment.
Together we have no need to dwell. Who's the caged bird now? Perish in flames.
Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
Leave it to me. One with the sound.
Tempest deflections. The wicked will face judgment.
Leave it to me.
Annihilation.
One with the sounds. Triumph through sacrifice. Take form. Perish in flames.
Wind calls. Waves follow. The wicked.
One with the sounds.
I am the tempest. Wind rises. The wicked.
One with the sounds. One with the sounds.
Annihilation.
One with the sounds.
The wicked will face. Pew, pew, pew.
One with the sounds.
Tempest deflections. Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds.
Wind guide me. Together we vanquish. Mind's eye. Take form. Feathers incinerate. Make it fast. Guests of the unkind.
Crosscut. Sever.
Beckon the divine flame. Guests of the unkind.
Crosscut.
Take form.
Wind calls. Waves
My
follow.
blade yearns. No need to dwell on it. Who's the caged bird now?
Wind calls. Waves follow. Waves rise. Judgment strikes. Tempest of flashes.
One with the sounds.
Annihilation.
Together we beckon the divine flame. Feathers incinerate. Take form. My blade yearns. Clear as the blaze, mind's eye.
Wind calls. Waves follow. The wicked. Good.
Guests of the unkind, be reduced to cinders. Take form. My blade yearns. Who's the caged bird now? Mind's eye. Take form. Be reduced to cinders. Triumph through sacrifice. My blade yearns.
Wind calls. Wait. I am the tempest. The wicked. Oh, bring it on.
Perish in take form. Beckon the divine flame. Triumph through sacrifice. Triumph through sacrifice. Who's the caged bird now? Make it fast. Winds, heed my command. Guests of the unkind. Take form. Crosscut. Sever.
Wind calls. Waves follow.
One with the sound.
Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds.
Take form. Beckon the divine flame. My blade yearns. Guests of the unkind perish in flames. Take form. Who's the caged bird now?
Wind calls, waves follow. The wicked. Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
Together we vanish. Beckon the divine flame. Make it fast. Guests of the unkind, take form.
Wind calls, waves follow. Wind rises. Tempest reflections.
My blade, take form. In flames. Take form. Feathers incinerate. Beckon the divine flame. Guests of the unkind. Who's the caged bird now? Make it fast. Take form.
Oh, bring it on!
Mind's eye. Be reduced to cinders. Who's the caged bird now? Make it fast. Make it fast. Make it fast. Take full.
I can't believe it.
My blade yearns. Mind's eye. My blade yearns.
Save me, fine.
Onward.
Pounding on you. Attack is the best defense.
Next. Behold, mandate calls. Judgment falls. Stars realign. Winds howling. Answer my call. Step forth. Too slow. Off with you. Your life is mine to take. Vanish. Nothing that won't be done. Behold this blade.
Leave it to
My
me.
move is the blade.
Rejuvenating snow. Ha! Ha!
Break like bamboo. Behold one strike. To settle it all. Vanish. Retreat to gain. Behold this blade.
Leave it to
My
me.
move is the blade.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
What sleeps within bamboo.
sound. Together we vanquish. Take form. My blade yearns. Mind's eye. Take form. Feathers incinerate. Perish in flames. Beckon the divine flame.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Together we vanquish. Take form. My blade yearns. Make it fast.
Behold this blade. Your life is mine to take.
Like this? Chi lasts evermore. Imitate. Bask in the sunlight.
Behold this blade. Off with you.
Banish all
My
fights.
move is the blade. Nothing that won't heal. Winds, hell.
Like this? Imitate.
Onward. Stars realign. Can you keep up? Onward.
Long time no see, Raguna. Can you smell that? Sweet old Margarita's restaurant. Come on, come on! Let's go stuff our faces already.
Let's take care of important matters first.
Yeah, I know. I still can't believe Tethys couldn't unlock the Sentinel's relic we found in Septimon.
At least now we know it's called the Civilization Capsule. It probably holds key legacy data left behind by the Sentinel.
Like some ancient data recorder, right? But Tethys said to unlock it, we'll need the Leviathan's power. If it's really from the Sentinel, why do we need the Threnodian's power for that?
Maybe because they fused together at some point.
Oh, well, guess that's why we need to find Cardathea. Maybe she'll know a workaround. The Black Shore has warned that the waters in Raguna are acting weird again. Gotta be extra careful. And you know, Something feels off in the city, too. It's not as cheerful as when we left it. Yeah, and they just threw a huge carnival not long ago, too.
Amid howling winds, rising storms, and ghosts adrift, I heard the captain's call.
Look! Over there! Isn't that Brant and Rachia? Wow! The troop of fools is putting on a show!
Hoist the sails, O humanity! The abyss and the summit have entwined. Your only path now is forward, bold and uncharted. You stand on the precipice. Now is the hour to decide your fate, to plant the seed of your highest hope, and watch it bloom into tomorrow.
Captain, why do you burn alone in your own flames?
If you do not first become ashes, how will you rebuild? Embrace your fire. Embrace your grief. Go into your solitude. I love those who dare to create, who strive to transcend. For in doing so, their old selves are destroyed. Yes, so they might reach the shores of a new life.
To journey onward is perilous. To stand still is perilous. To look back is also perilous. To tremble and falter is perilous. Now, I begin to understand what truly makes a hero great. It is to stand before humanity's deepest sorrow and its highest hope.
Oh, how I love those whose souls remain rich and vast, even when wounded, even when the smallest risk could spell doom. They leap without hesitation into the unknown. Should you stand alone, suffering in the endless dark, today, may you hold fast to every last ember of courage and hope.
Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by fools, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Where am I? That was Cristoforo's voice just now. Is this another one of his illusions? Buling's bronze mirror isn't responding.
Amid the endless cycle of surging tides, she plunges into fate's swirling maelstrom once more. Soon, she will wear a new crown, one ordained by fate, never to be defied. Her fate was written long ago. What you see before you. And now, with every step, is it fate that rules over man? I await your answer to this question.
What is this place? Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss. All who enter must first forsake all hope. These tacit discords, why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger, open the gates of paradise for us.
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Rover! Rover?
We could try this. Nightmare Awakener.
Oh, you're finally awake! 1 second I'm fine, the next, my head's spinning. And you're face down on the ground.
I'm fine. What I saw, though...
Sounds like the same thing happening to the people here. From what I've heard, many Raganesi have been having peculiar dreams lately. Even some of our troop members, too. The details vary, but they all end the same way. The fall of Renacida. And it's not just in Dreamland, either. Rover, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been strange rumors appearing across Renacida lately. Even in Septimont, folks claim they've seen tacit discords not of this land in the wilds, or the ghosts of their ancestors.
Thanks to all these oddities, the mood in Raguna has gone sour. The troupe performed today because Brent thought a new play to lighten the mood might give the people some hope.
But here's the odd part. Only Renacidans seem to be having these dreams. Visitors are spared. The same should be true of you.
Well, not Bran or me, but someone in the troupe has. They said they dreamed of sinking into an enormous black ocean. Well, not Bran or me, but someone in the troop has. They said they dreamed of sinking into an enormous black ocean.
The tacit discords in the stormy sea have been more restless lately. And the siren songs? Well, they've started sounding an awful lot like the Order's hymns. We'll keep gathering intel on our end. Might be worth asking around the city to see who else has been experiencing this. Rinasita's tides don't lie. Watch your back.
What were those tacit discords whispering about? Gates of paradise and the word harbinger. Could they mean the harbinger of the dark tide? The only harbinger of the dark tide is Fenrico. But he should still be sealing the dark tide at the Order's Fabricatorium. That figure I saw. And Cardathia's murder. I came back to find her, so I should look for her first. She might be the root of all this.
One with the sounds.
Is that Cantarella up ahead?
Rover? What brings you back to the inverted tower so suddenly?
Something's come up. I need Cardathia's help to deal with it. Did something unusual happen here?
I've only just arrived. For now, everything appears to be in order. I didn't come because of any disturbance. There are matters I, too, need to discuss with Cardathia.
Cantarella?
How could this happen?
That woman.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Why? Why does this scene match what I saw in that dreamland? Her tacit mark. Look, it's flickering. Cantarella, she's...
No. Something's wrong. It's strange. I can't sense any frequency from her, and yet... she is still resonating with something.
A resonator's frequency is usually gone when they die, right? This doesn't make any sense.
There's something even stranger. Cardathia had her sword in hand. With her strength, how could she fall to an intruder like that? And it doesn't look like she even tried to resist.
The Sword of Divinity, sealed with a portion of the Sentinel's power. Could what we're seeing be a result of that power of separation being awakened?
There's something even stranger. The inverted tower itself is a sealed Sonaro. Only the Phasalias know it exists. So how did she find it? And she broke through the stained glass from the outside. Physically. Not by tearing through the Sonaro sphere. But Cardathia has complete control over the tower. If someone had intruded, would she really not have noticed? There's something even stranger. Spent casings. These traces. Could they be from the Dark Tide?
Ugh, you bet they are. I'd know that stench anywhere. And I caught the same frequency on that freak who jumped out earlier.
There's something even stranger. Cantarella, you never did get to say what brought you here.
Cartathea reached out to me with an urgent matter to discuss. She gave no details, only insisting that I come at once. With the strange phenomena stirring across Raguna, I feared it might be linked to the Dark Tide, or Leviathan.
Was what I saw really just an illusion? I saw this, her death, exactly as it's happening now. That woman, she was using Dark Tide energy. Could she be another Harbinger? Whatever the case, we need to find the one who did this. I want answers.
Leave Cartathea to me. I'll bring her back to the Phasalia estate and keep her safe. The rest, I entrust to you.
This nose? I could track the Dark Tide blindfolded. Let's follow the stench and hunt down this killer. That's weird. The trail ends here, but... my head's starting to spin again.
It's the Dark Tide's energy messing with you again. You can rest. I'll search the area. Abby? Asleep already. That drowsiness should have worn off by now. Another side effect of the Dark Tide? Since leaving the inverted tower of Raguna's sky, what happened to it?
Spear of glory! Pierce through! Slipped away again. By this spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil.
Avidius? What are you doing out here?
What any gladiator of Septimont is born to do. Hunting. But you, Your Grace, you vanished without a word. What brings you back in such a hurry? That's a long story. Let's speak of more pressing matters. Are you after the Thundering Mephis as well?
No. I'm tracking someone else.
Silver hair and violet eyes, cloaked in cursed shadow-lit flame. So you seek the one they call Discord Slayer.
Discord Slayer? Sounds like you know something about her.
Yes, she's on my radar. I suspect the recent tacit Discord outbreak in Raguna City is tied to her presence.
Your Grace hasn't heard. It struck not long ago. I had gone there in search of the Quill Bearer. While gathering information, the city was suddenly overrun. To be precise, they looked more like spawn of the Dark Tide. The outbreak has since been contained, but the Genesis Nexus was damaged. Without it, common echoes can't be used, and Raguna is no longer secure. The Montellis and the Order agreed to evacuate all civilians to Alvarado Vault, where private echoes can still be deployed. It's the only way to protect them.
A TD outbreak right after I left. But while I was there, I didn't even sense a ripple.
The thundering Mephis has fled. The path ahead is safe.
Thank you for your help, Gladiator. Alvarado Vault isn't far from here. We can handle the rest of the journey.
Now, about the Discord Slayer you seek. The townsfolk shared some troubling whispers. She may call herself that, but witnesses have seen her alongside swarms of Tacet Discords, leading them like troops into battle. What's more, many have confirmed that the unrest across Raguna coincides exactly with her appearances. The time and place match perfectly. I even crossed paths with her on the road to Raguna. I sensed a malicious frequency we both know well. The Dark Tide. Of course. Even if she didn't cause the outbreak in Raguna City, the connection is undeniable. The Dark Tide is Rinasita's ancient enemy. If you're hunting her, allow me to join you and lend my aid.
Do you have any leads on her whereabouts now?
If I'm correct, the thundering Mephis we encountered is also a Dark Tide creation. This frequency it left behind, we can track it, and from there draw out the Discord Slayer herself. To that end, we'll need this.
An anchor stone. You brought that all the way from Septimont?
A habit picked up on the hunt. You're no stranger to its use either, Your Grace. Looks like I'm fortunate to be hunting alongside you again. Take note. Enemies ahead. Dark Tide creations. Grant them the oblivion they deserve.
Annihilation!
Hopefully this helps.
What a hollow existence. Who scripted your delusions?
You mentioned you left Tetragon Temple to search for the Quill Bearer here in Raguna, right?
I grew weary of waiting. When I heard rumors of his presence in Raguna, I came to find him myself. No trace of him yet, but I've learned this much. Here, no verses were ever penned about me. The Ragunesi know not my name, past, nor the prophecy I once carried. Here, I am a completely blank page. If my former existence was just a fabrication, an idea of some hero of heroes crafted to Septimon's expectations, then perhaps here in Raguna I am free to write my own story. Free to define my own existence. Free to create a reality of my own. This matters more than finding him. I will break free from his narrative and become the master of my own destiny.
Your fate is what you want it to be. No one else gets to decide who you are. No one has the right to dismiss your efforts and dreams with some absurd idea of destiny. You'll find your own truth. I know it.
You honor me. I hope to prove worthy of that belief. The anchor stone is holding strong. Let's push forward. Our destination is up ahead. Is that an entrance to a paradimensional tacit field? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? Huh. The anchor stone confirms the thundering Mephis is hiding. Very well. I stand with you. Whatever comes, you have my sword.
What happened? Where's Avidius? We crossed inside at the same time. It's the thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
So you just barrel in without thinking.
That voice. The Discord Slayer. Is this her trap? Another illusion.
Focus. You are in an illusion. It's weaponizing your combat instincts. Steady your resolve. Do not let its whispers sway.
The pain and hallucinations are fading. Is she helping me?
See that cocoon in the center? The thundering Mephis is just there. That right there is the core of his domain. Destroy it. Then the monster and this illusion will unravel together.
Wind guide me. Tempest of flashes. Waves rise. Judgment strikes. The wicked. Hopefully this helps.
rises! I am the Tempest! Annihilation! Ha! Wind rises! The Wicked!
Hopefully this helps.
The Wicked!
Tempest of slashes.
The Wicked! Annihilation! Waves rise. Judgment strikes. The Wicked!
It worked. But... who are you? And what did you do to Cardathia?
Now is not the time for stories. But I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide. To stop a greater calamity.
I can't hear her voice anymore. Time to leave this place.
Rover! Are you unharmed? You vanished the moment we entered the Tacit Field.
I'm fine. So it's gone? Ovidius, did you see anything after we got separated?
The thundering Mephis was nowhere in sight. But I did observe a peculiar figure. I couldn't see his face clearly, but I heard him call himself Caligula. Caligula was a tyrant feared throughout Septimon's. Notorious for his cruelty that defied reason, the world legends say he wielded a vile black resonance energy, and the worst calamities ever stirred by the Dark Tide all began with him. He didn't fight it. Faced it. Commanded its abominations. Bent them to his will. In the end, the people rose against him and struck him down. But not before he left a curse. I shall become the very...
The power to command the Dark Tide's creations. Only a Harbinger could do that. That Discord Slayer says she's hunting the Harbinger to stop a greater calamity. If that's true, then everything happening across her... She pulled me from the illusion. Cause of this chaos. Why help me? This isn't making sense. Harbinger, who are you, really?
Rover, traces of the Dark Tide's frequency still linger where the paradimensional Tacit Field collapsed. The anchor stone is useless now. The signal is blocked by some sort of spatial layer.
Augusta said the Dark Tide spoke to her when it swallowed her whole. Maybe I can learn something that my telepathic ability should give me a way in.
Telepathy? Your Grace is versed in many arts. I don't doubt your abilities, but this is the Dark Tide. Reckless contact could... I don't want to see another tragedy like what befell Septimont.
We're falling behind. The Discord Slayer knows far more than we do. We need to find... and fast. I'm not letting any lead slip past us. I can't see anything. I'm only getting jumbled. Focus. I should be able to hear something.
Okay, everybody listen. Don't panic. Take the lift. It will bring you to safety.
The prototype echoes in the depositories. Activate them all.
Those voices. Zani and Carlotta. They're in Everardo Vault. The Darktide creations could be appearing there.
It's currently sheltering a large number of civilians.
Let's not waste time. We leave now. Wind guide me.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated. But the troop of fools hit a storm while ferrying people from the Riccioli Islands. Rough seas out there.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive incoming supplies.
Good. Renacita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpather Express is due at any moment. Be ready to offload.
Understood, ma'am.
Rover! If you mean the incident in Raguna, you've likely...
Evacuation here is still on track. Your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Egla Town have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling my duty.
Strange. I clearly sense the Darktide's presence around here. So why does everything seem...
Gunfire! We've got intruders.
These Tidespawn, they've evolved fast. Mutation? Or... And sure enough...
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities... are not normal.
All this... by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. Galbrenna, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Fenrico? Why would he be here?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads any further. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Only desecration and scorn. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that, but she took the hit to shield a civilian? And Fenrico, he knew innocents were here, but didn't hold back at all.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade against me? Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. Now, more than ever, we must uphold the tenets of unity and salvation. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all.
You. Who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and the end. The absolution and the grace. Hand over the civilization capsule.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your patience, have you?
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it is to defy the will of the divinity.
You and your divinity cannot end me! And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the Enlightened One, anointed by the divinity and crowned by fate itself.
Ah, so you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dare judge me?
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declared the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
How were they able to disguise themselves as humans?
I've never heard of any possessing such abilities.
Fangs are bared now. Don't hesitate. Let's end them all.
The one mimicking the Primus is the heart. Take it down, and the rest will collapse with it.
It's calling in more of them. We'll need to clear the rubble while waiting for our shot.
That which cometh from the sea shall walk upon the land. It shall work great wonders and mark the flesh of its faithful. All who have ears to hear, let them hear.
My shield can withstand more than that. You've made it personal now.
My compliment. Glory demands more. In the name of the Montellis. Is that it? Stand down. Take this! Brilliance lights the way! Victory favors me. Quickly.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
Another dimension within the civilization capsule. But why does it open up now? Was it when Ovidius and I made contact?
Permissions detected, Arbiter. Lifting input. First instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to phase 2. Arbiter, this moment was always foreseen. Now, it comes to pass. Arbiter,
grieve to say, I am but a message, set to activate in response to the presence of an initiator. Time in this place flows near still. A moment remains for us to speak. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace of my power to separate. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, I split elements of my core data into this space, the civilization capsule. It records the origin and birth of the Rinascitan civilization, preserving their most ancient memories. Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Now, I have entombed it here. Arbiter, heed me now. Let me unveil Rinascita's beginnings. In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide. The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light blesses us.
We follow your will.
To build our republic. Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow. It spoke in my name, wrought false miracles, forged hollow grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinascita beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. The Threnodian did steer Rinascita's fate. And I too once guided Rinascita's course. In truth, we were no different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose. Civilizations abound with Threnodians. No eternal solution doth exist. Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people. Only the people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Threnodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I partook of its blight, that I might comprehend it. Once I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Threnodian's power to open?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency. A memory. That memory I sealed here. The capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the Resonator, bearing both my power and that of Leviathan.
What if that Resonator became the Threnodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Renacita hath already fallen, and the truth within this capsule would cease to matter. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is hers to know, and thine. Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea shaped its likeness as a great sea creature. Even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. A primeval shadow lurking within the soul. The opening of the capsule shall stir the Renacitan's oldest memories. Leviathan shall seek, through the blueprint we created, to lay claim to Renacita's fate anew. If the Renacitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, they must face their past and the most primeval fear. They must overcome the shadow born of civilization. Arbiter, the hour of farewell hath come. Go now. Gather every last hope. If all unfoldeth as it should, Renacita shall be free of divinity henceforth. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Renacita shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. so too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her, and trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need to kill Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinasita, use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Threnodian. How long has this been going on?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cartethia keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest... The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors, pulling horror into form and speeding the tide spawn. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thoughts and memories to become more real. Some even start to look human. You've noticed it. The tide spawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them, and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the Tide Spawn's core. Maybe even the Harbinger. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Threnodian's power. and it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. Loud, messy, unforgettable. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power...
These things. They're all Tidespawn.
The civilization capsule was tainted by the dark side. That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight through.
So you can enter the Dark Tide. No wonder we couldn't find you.
Yes, but the frequencies there are chaotic. I locked onto yours and followed it through the storm. You have access to core data. But Avidius, he might have been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say where he's landed. We need to move fast to find him. Figure out who he really is before the next wave of Tidespawn hits.
Hopefully this helps. Wind howls.
Unfettered by bounds!
Tempest of flashes. Hopefully this helps.
Judgment.
Hopefully this helps.
The wicked will face judgment.
The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it. The collapse is accelerating. Our way out is closing fast. Faster! We're almost there!
Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other Tidespawn didn't last.
That was the last one. With the family's private Echo arsenal backing us up, we held the line just fine.
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Aragonese are made of sterner stuff than that. We handled those creatures just fine.
This Phalian Beringo. When the core was destroyed, the other Tidespawn lost their form. For now, the vault is secure. At least, until the next wave spawns. I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent new Tidespawn from forming here.
Might I ask?
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis, then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
I must move quickly.
Silence, you maddening whispers!
No. I'll be damned before I accept a fate like that. There must be something left I can still do. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella. The beacon on her end appears to have been destroyed.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, call in the family's transport echoes. We'll assist Rover where we can.
Don't complicate things. Put those echoes towards supply runs instead. Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
Manipulating the air to form a wind trail. Is that your resonance ability?
One of them. I have the Tacit Discord Harpia within me.
Not an echo, but a tacit discord itself? So, you can absorb them directly?
You can say that. Balor is one of many.
One of many? Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
If we live through this, maybe I'll tell you. But right now...
We need to find the Harbinger. Do you know how we can identify them?
First things first, they'll be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But the signs aren't always so visible. We'll have to look for associated side effects, and prepare for what they might bring. We've entered Thessalio Fells. I can already sense the tide spawn up ahead.
That's a Phasalia member. We need to help him. Leave it to me.
Ah, it's Rover. I think the Sentinel.
What happened here?
Dark tide creation swarmed without warning. We were overrun before we could...
Move aside. We'll clean up.
Hopefully this helps.
Thank you. Lady Cantarella is still on the front lines fighting. Would you please help to reinforce her position?
It's too late, my lady. My mind can't be fixed. Save your potions for those who still have hope. I only beg. Don't let me die a monster. Don't let me become Leviathan's puppet. I see it. The end times. Paradise. Descending at last.
Rover. Huh? She is. Why are you with her?
The Phasalia bloodline's ties with Leviathan run too deep. Their ancient fears were the first to be awakened. This is the true horror of the evolved dark tide. It feeds on human despair, warping that frequency to form tidespawn. Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, like him, their frequencies cannot be reversed. All we can offer is the dignity of dying as a human.
My lady, don't let me burden those who still have hope.
Matriarch of Phasalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot strike the final blow, allow me.
Phasalia blood must be ended by Phasalia hands.
Thank you. May glory return to the Phasalias.
The dead rest. The living march forward. The Phasalia will never forget its fallen sons and daughters. Cartathea remains secure in the Phasalia estate. But the divinity's statue began whispering in our minds. Then came the Tidespawn soon after. It was Leviathan's voice. Something has awakened it.
It's very likely, Avidius. Right now, everything is riding on us finding him.
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Lady Cantarella! Rover! Reinforcements have arrived! Thessalio Fells. It's already... Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons. Scattering the light of Genesis will hold back the Tidespawn.
Acolyte Phoebe! A cluster of Tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to defuse the family's antidote. It should help to mitigate the Dark Tide's influence.
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position. The Order's acolytes will clear a path for you. Please, you have to stop this.
Whether the Sentinel comes or not, we are their will made flesh. We protect Rinasita.
O light of Genesis, shield us! As we were at the dawn, so we stand today, as the Sentinel soldiers.
The Order's acolytes are holding off the other Tidespawn. This is our chance to go straight for the source.
It's you. Forgive me that you have to see me like this. When the civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. A black frequency took hold of me, swallowed me whole. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the future I am meant to inherit.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes, I once said that I would write my own story, define my own existence. But after I left that space, I suddenly felt the Tidespawn's movements. They were converging on Thessalio Fells. I still wanted to do something, anything to stop the devastation. But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time. Because of me. Countless Tidespawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them. My hopes and dreams. All of it was real, so why? Why did it all come to this? From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun. Caligula's fate. It's calling to me.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memories.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become the Mad King. So why? Why should I reject its crown? I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. And now, I will reveal it to the world. But who can truly know the might of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend. I am the king. Bearer of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, I shall quiet the waters and still the tempest. I shall be crowned in glory with the blood of the old king.
It
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
If you believe he was once an honorable gladiator, then fight him. Make him remember who he truly is.
I can write my own fate and rewrite theirs. I can quench their hunger or ignite their fury. I will tear down this wretched, false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death.
Rise from hellfire! Timing's everything. By my trigger, enter Hell's Gate!
Scorched to
Just a scratch.
no time to lick your wounds. I once scorned the weakness of others. Now I see. My own heart trembles just the same. How pitiful.
His attacks are slowing.
His will is stirring within the dark side. Don't let up. Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth.
Annihilate. Hopefully this helps. Tempest of Flashes. Last chance.
Speak
mark of the devil.
Hopefully this helps.
The wicked.
Last chance. Wind howls.
Unfettered by bounds.
Wind rises. Keep it together. Last chance.
The wicked. We'll face Ovidius. Remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
I am human, not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory.
Ovidius, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark tide. No one escapes the melting past. Wield the dark tide's power, and it will consume you in turn. Come back to us.
I am nothing like you.
How do you plan to resist us?
There must be a way. That girl, was she devoured by the tide too?
Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
The dark tide devours everything, assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss. Fate may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
A memory left behind in the dark tide. She's right. In this war against fate, I still have a move to make.
I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the Tidespawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Ovidius!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That, too, is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage. A truly moving scene. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, history, experience, and you can craft a man who exists in the minds of others. But to become truly real, that path was still far off. I merely gave him form, a mask of flesh and blood, fit to walk the world. In the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare is not always an act of cruelty. Humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself and touch the gates of immortality. Should you still insist on my cruelty? Well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Rinasita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows?
or rise to defy this world's endless trials? I, too, await your final answer.
You brought ruin to Rinasita. You think you're just walking away?
Ah, my stage lies elsewhere. In this scene, I am but a herald. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for overwrought dramatic irony. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodians' authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned. When dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface shall come to light.
The Harbinger of the Dark Tide is the anchor of reality of all Tidespawn. That means it must be a real existing person. When I was absorbing the Tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born of the Dark Tide.
Then why didn't the light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in walking beneath its light, he still caught its glow. And that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death, that created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quill-Bearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice to bury the truth. All his noble wishes were twisted. Such cruel irony can rot for all I care.
Avidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed in. The story that gives people hope.
Yes. As he wished. We must stop the greater tragedy that's coming. Let's return to Cantarella and check on the wounded. If Avidius wasn't the Harbinger, that means we missed something. Live to hunt. The Tidespawn have fully retreated. The situation around Thessalio Fells is improving. Seems like the Order has already transported most of the wounded to Averado Vault. But as for the rest, the scars Leviathan left...
I'm so scared. Oh, it's you! The great hero, Rover! Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. Brave and determined. But you can't save everyone.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon us.
Carthea?
Mortals need salvation. Mortals need unity. Righteous One, open the Ascendant gates for me.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
Stand down. I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella, we all saw it! Just now!
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the face of fear?
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella, and Rover, we lost our composure.
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit to tear it asunder. Go do what you must. I'll handle this.
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape, I broke into your illusion and shut it down.
I saw Fenrico, Mia, and Cardathia. They all passed through that gate. What exactly lies beyond it?
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimont for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light. Rover, you are the new harbinger of the dark tide.
Cantarella went inside to prepare that antidote. She should be finished now. Time to find her.